For centuries, and for many generations, many people have been led to believe that Messiah had long hair. But you, my friend, have been deceived. You see, the historical Jesus, well, he would have had short hair. And it would have been forbidden for him to have long hair because, well, the Torah forbids men from having long hair, period. There's only one exception to the rule, and that's if somebody would have a vow of a Nazir, which Messiah Yehoshua never had a vow. And the only people that are recorded that actually had this specific vow were Shmuel the prophet, Shimshon the Nazir, and of course Yochanan, the prophet that is spoken of in the book of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Mashiach Yehoshua, actually, he would have worn a turban, which was what all Jews actually wore all throughout the scriptural time period, dating back from the beginning of the Torah all the way throughout the Tanakh, and of course in the Brit Chadashah. That means the Jew that we would be looking at if we were to see him historically, well, he would have been a short-haired man with a beard, and of course he would have worn a turban with peyotes hanging out. And you never actually see this being used as a description when they tried to identify this concept of Jesus, and that's because, well, it's not Jesus. They're worshiping something else. They're worshiping what they think and what they believe and what they want to be Jesus, but it's actually not Mashiach Yehoshua at all. And this is what we find where we see movies, we see posters, we see shirts, we even see statues beyond measure depicting this long-haired person that they call Jesus. But in fact, they're not actually anywhere near the description of what Jesus would have looked like. And that's because people, they're involved in paganism. And the paganism that they're following and keeping is a belief and a standard that's quite different from what the Bible teaches. You see, Jews in the scriptures all wore turbans. You'll find it used the word pe'er or the word mitznefet or the word mikbaot, and other words that are used all throughout Scripture, going from Ezekiel to the times of Isaiah, mentioning issues, Daniel, and of course all throughout the Torah. This being said, the historical actual version of Messiah would have been a very short-haired man. And the Bible tells us that he wasn't very comely looking, which of course that's not what Hollywood wants to present, and that's of course not what you're going to get in these statues and everything else, because, well, it's paganism. And it's the opposite of what Messiah really was. So the reality we find here is, why is it this world is being programmed to want this, almost in a sense, as people would call it, a handsome-looking Jesus? I think it's because the thing that you have to be careful of and realize for yourself is you're being set up. You see, they're coming after you. That demonic spirit, that entity which is trying to get a hold of you, so to subliminally teach you and to give you a concept and a belief and idea of something that spirit obviously wants you to accept and ultimately obey.